all documented. And this is why I'll get onto the reason, yeah? Another girl, they got a hot iron rod and it had the letter M, and they heated it up, and they took this 11-year-old girl and they stuck it on her bum, and they scolded her like you scold an animal. And they scolded her with the letter M because she was the property of Muhammad. They took children out and doused them in petrol. This is what they took them out and doused them in petrol in the woods and said, "We'll set you on fire." So then these children, they used them and they threatened their families. But this is all going on. So when the first cases started coming to light and they're going through the courts, this is getting reported. And what the men are saying to the girls, "You dirty kafar, you gura," which is white girl, "you filthy gura slag," everything the men were saying and the reason why they're doing it was coming out in the media. So we're getting to know. What the authorities then did is they put a blanket reporting restriction. So the first few cases, people started hearing what was going on. Then now, any of these scandals, they have a reporting restriction. So when they put a reporting restriction, for example, there was a case in Leeds, 30 of them. It was Huddersfield, one of the biggest rape gang scandals in our country's history. 30 Pakistani Muslim men. They've been raping 100 girls, torturing them, raping them for years. And now the authorities are having to deal with them. So they take them to court. So I go outside the court and I'm reporting. And they put reporting restrictions. So this is what they do now, yeah? And those reporting restrictions prevent anyone reporting on anything that's happening. And then what happens is you have a 6-week trial. And rather than hearing the news for 6 weeks about the trial, at the end of the 6 weeks, you get 1 day reporting. Because then they lift the reporting restriction, you get 30 men convicted. But you don't hear all the details. You'll have 1 day's news rather than 6 days' news. So I stood outside the court and I said, these cases are going on up and down the country. Across our country, you don't know about it, but they're happening across the country. They're being arrested, they're being tried. And under reporting restriction legislation, the judge has no power to put restrictions on information that's already in the public domain. So I made sure not to breach the reporting restriction. I said, I named the men, I named how many victims, because this was information I knew a hell of a lot more. These men have been on bail for 2 years, running the same shops, still in contact with kids. I knew so much about them, but I didn't say it. I'm outside court. The men are coming in. As they're walking in, I said, "How you feeling about your verdict?" They're all making threats to me. I was very calm. The judge is at the top window. His name was Judge Marston. 2 minutes later, this is on a live stream. I'm reporting. 2 minutes later, I'm arrested. You're under arrest for a breach of the peace. So what do you mean breach of the peace?